You know, I had no idea how to start this video, honestly, because I already made a video, I think 2 videos talking about Platinum as a whole. But I wanted to make another video just talking about Platinum, not just trying to find some weird way to talk about a story of Platinum. No, I want to talk about Platinum as the character. Well, not excluding Trinity from this list, because it's just going to be straight up Luna and Senna. I want to talk about things I actually liked about Platinum and things I don't like. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are some things I actually like about Platinum. I think my likes actually overshadow my dislikes, but, yeah, like, Platinum is a character that I've always been conflicted with ever since she appeared back in BlazBlue Continuum Shift. I sat here thinking, okay, what the hell could I even say about Platinum at this point? So I could say that what I like about her, I could say that she's incredibly funny during gag reels. Like, if anything, Luna really is one of the funniest characters in the gag reels. One of the funniest characters. Because it's just so hilarious. She's so hilarious when she just bounces off the situations that's happening around her, when she either doesn't give a shit or she just makes everyone else feel like shit. I just love it. It's just perfect. She has the perfect snappy comments to shit like that. And I love it. But yeah, like they're my favorite ones. I think like the ones where Ragnar was like a detective and he was dating Noelle. I love that one. Like the whole when they try to get Bullet's hot pants thing. I love that gag reel. Can't remember it by name. Blue Eyes something. The Blue Eyes Phantom Teacher, something like this. It's been a while since I saw that gag reel, but it's funny as hell having her there. And it's funny having her there with even she says the lines like, "Oh yeah, men need to replicate the figure of the ass, but in the front is how we got boobs." And I laughed at that shit. I was like, okay, I was like, come on, Platinum, stop. Please stop. And I think a lot of that contributes to the fact that Laura Bailey is her English voice. I almost said Japanese, my bad. Her English voice actress. Laura Bailey is a funny woman. She's a great voice actress, and she does a great job as Platinum. She does a great job of balancing the more, brash Luna and the more soft-spoken, quieter Senna. I like that. She does it pretty well. I think she does a lot better than Alexis Tipton did. Alexis Tipton isn't bad, but she just doesn't hit that. You can't really replace Laura Bailey, man. And they try to do that shit like with Rise and Persona 4 Dancing All Night, and we got Ashley Birch. And while Ashley Birch is a good voice actress, she is no Rise. Holy crap. I don't know what the hell they were going for, but I think it has something to do with Laura Bailey, but that's a different video for another time. But the point is, Laura Bailey does a great job at portraying Platinum in both, all 3 of them, actually. She does a great job portraying Luna, Senna, and then Trinity herself. She does a great job doing all 3. And another thing I like about Platinum is, oddly enough, the design. See, it's not like her design is like particularly one of my favorites, but it makes her stick out. Like if I saw like a silhouette of Platinum, I could definitely say, oh, that's her. If I saw like any figure of her at all, I'm like, oh, that's Platinum. I can see her right there. I don't think it's like any part of the design I particularly like. It's just that she's recognizable to me, and I like that. Like she's easily recognizable, and I'm okay with that. Like I can't, if I saw Platinum as anyone else, it'll look off. Like if someone took like a regular small anime girl or whatever and threw Platinum's hair on her, she wouldn't look right, because I could tell that's not Platinum. It's just a Platinum cosplayer at that point. But I could tell that that's supposed to be Platinum. That's what I like. It's not anything particular to design. I think the only thing about her design I like is just her oversized shoes, which makes sense to me. She's a kid, so it's kind of funny. But her glove things are oversized too, but it's not really big. But her shoes are freaking huge. So I find it funny because she's still a kid at the end of the day. So, but yeah, it's Platinum. Platinum, and also like her gameplay. And I'm not very good at playing Platinum, but her gameplay is pretty interesting. She conjures up a bunch of bullshit to attack. Just conjure up a bunch of bullshit to attack you. And, missiles with cat faces on them and shit. Giant cat face hammers or whatnot. She freaking spins you to death in one of her distortions. Like, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I don't like her astral all that much because it's just a giant beam. I feel like it could have been more creative, but, I mean, hell, her gameplay is pretty fun. Her gameplay is really fun. I don't play Platinum as much, but I kind of want to now, but I am not good at like, handling extra meters. When I'm like, shit, I just want to go straight forward, and I gotta worry about another meter regarding my item setups and stuff like that. I am not very good at that. Oh my god, that's why I don't play characters like that. Like someone like Teddy? Nah, man, I couldn't do it. Couldn't could do it. But now I gotta get into some things I don't like about Platinum, and the one of the major sore points for Platinum is just Luna herself. Now, look, one thing I can understand about Luna is that Mori seemed to design Luna and Senna to be complete opposites of the spectrum. Luna is perfectly designed to be super annoying because she's just a kid. She's just a kid. She really doesn't know anything about the world around her. The kids are just constantly going from place to place, doing dumb shit. She's childish. She's always crying. She's throwing temper tantrums. She doesn't really get anything her own way. She's a piece of shit, you know, etc., etc. She's just a kid. And some kids are just pieces of shit like that. And that's true. I really wasn't like that, but I have a younger brother who's a piece of shit. But the point, the point is, Luna by design was meant to be a piece of shit. Senna, on the other hand, was born to be more of a, you know, calmer, quieter, more peaceful kind of person. While Luna wants to throw hands, Senna wants to, you know, be the peacemaker and shit like that. So I can get why Luna. But the thing is about Luna is that she's the more prominent side of Platinum. The first thing people would think of when thinking of Platinum is Luna. You don't think of Senna. You don't think of Trinity. The first person you think of, say, hey, what do you think of Platinum? The first thing that someone goes to is Luna. The first person they go to, because Luna is the more prominent character of Platinum. She's the loudest. She's the more noticeable. If anything, she is Platinum the Trinity. By, you know, at least character-wise, at least. You can kind of forget Senna's there half the time. You know Senna's in there because Platinum the Trinity, and Trinity used to be in there. But Trinity used to be part of the Trinity. Now it's just, you know, it's funny. Platinum and Trinity got named the way she is because of Trinity Glassville, right? And then when her soul went inside the body of Platinum, or in this case, the Luna, like, I'm not gonna get to all Prime Field shit, but like when her soul went inside the body of Platinum, and then now she has now it is technically Luna, Senna, Trinity. Now it became Platinum the Trinity, haha. But now that Trinity's gone, it's just Platinum the. Oh yeah, I just found it funny that Platinum the Trinity is 3 words. God damn it. the Trinity of words. God damn it. But anyway, anyway. The person you think of most is Luna. Like, if I think of Platinum, I don't think of just both Senna and Luna. You should, but you really don't. It's Luna. So when I usually say, I don't like Platinum because of this, I'm usually talking about Luna. And that's what gets me. Like, Luna sometimes just does shit for no reason. Like, I can understand that them by design are supposed to be bratty, annoying kids. But the thing is, Luna is the more overbearing personality of the two, and therefore she's like the loudest, and people would know her more. You know, there's like, for example, she hates Ragnar, right? Everybody gets, people, like BlazBlue fans usually get on to people who hate Ragnar. Sometimes I can understand because he's a criminal. Some people would hate that. They think he's a menace to society. And I can understand that they don't know his personality. They only know him from, like, you know, propaganda and shit like that. Some people get in the Tsubaki's ass, or even know while she's knowing Ragnar's not this piece of shit, she still hates the guy for her own reasons of justice, you know, because whatever. But the point is, yeah, she hates Ragnar. Why does Platinum hate Ragnar? Because he's close to Jubei. Why she hate that? Because she likes Jubei. Why she like Jubei? Because Jubei helped her out when they were younger. Why? Well, I mean, it's Jubei. He's always around doing shit. But like, they're just I don't know, man. They're just childish, and they kind of don't get any better as time goes on, which kind of bums me out, because it's like I have no idea what they were going for with these characters. I always figured that, you know, as the series went on, these characters would get more mature, and they wouldn't they have in Central Fiction. So I can't say they're like, they have shown some semblance of maturity in Chrono Phantasm and Central Fiction, so I can't say much. But I figured as like they wouldn't be completely mature or anything like later on. I would have figured, like, you know, them disappearing and then them trying to go through an essential existential crisis, trying to figure out how the hell we're going to do this. And then when Jin comes to save them, they would travel with him or something like that. Or like that. That would have been a good setup. You know, Jin would kind of see his, you know, immature, childish side when he was younger in Platinum. And Platinum would see a more adult side, like adult size they could be inside Jin. I would have liked that. You know, that would have been a cool dynamic between the two, especially since they never actually really communicated longer than what they did in Central Fiction's arcade. That would have been cool. That would have been a cool setup. Jin would have to deal with have a traveling partner, besides Trinity. You know, Trinity, she would rarely come out. Jin would have to deal with kids. That would be a great dynamic. I would have loved that. Hell, if I was able to rewrite Central Fiction, which I kind of don't want to because Central Fiction is a long game. If I were to ever rewrite those moments, I would actually add more moments with Jin and Platinum, because that would have been a nice dynamic to see. But yeah, I know by design these Luna in this case was designed to be an annoying character, but sometimes she just goes a little bit too overboard with it. Like sometimes she just insults characters for absolutely no reason. Sometimes she just overboard with it, and it's just really annoying to having to deal with it constantly. And I just don't know, man. Like I just don't know. Like I could deal with an annoying character, but they had to have something else to them for me to not like completely hate on them. Like the only reason Luna doesn't rank as one of my most hated BlazBlue characters is because there's things I like about her, and on top of that, Trinity is not that bad. I like not Trinity, my bad. Senna. I like Senna. Senna's a pretty cool dude, but you don't really see him all that often. I mean, well, you really don't technically hear from him all that often. But I like Senna. You know, he's pretty chill. He's all right. He ain't doing nothing wrong. It's just Trinity. Sorry, it's just Luna, and it bums me out. It just bums the shit out of me. And on top of that, I think what drives the point home further is, look, I have nothing against her. I have nothing against this woman, but I personally cannot stand Aoyuki as Platinum. Now, I totally understand that certain people love Aoyuki. I like her too. She does a pretty great job. I'm not really a big fan of Japanese voice acting, but I know how beloved she is and how many people like her. I personally can't stand her as Platinum. And I think Platinum as a whole, not just Trinity. Trinity, she's all right, but I can't really stand Aoyuki as both Luna and Senna. Something about just her voice acting as Senna kind of bothers me. It's like I don't even know how to describe it, but there's something to it, you know? I don't know. Senna I can't really explain. Luna I can. Luna, oh my god, dude, I can't even with this right now, because like when I said that Luna was designed solely to be annoying, like I can definitely hear it now. Like I could definitely hear, like at least with Laura Bailey, she adds some sass to it, and I can tell it because, you know, obviously it's in my own home language. I can tell that Laura Bailey's putting the sass to Luna, and I could actually have a fun time with that. I can laugh at that, but in Japanese, it's a different thing entirely. It's a completely different thing entirely. It gets like ramped up to a really annoying levels, and I can't deal with it, man. Like again, I just don't know. Like playing Central Fiction, actually, you know, I had to go back and really play the whole series in Japanese once. It gave me a big perspective of how these characters were, I guess, essentially originally supposed to be portrayed as, you know, like, you know, it's in Japan. They have these voice actors picked out specifically for the character roles they're putting forward. And knowing that Platinum is meant to sound like this to a different audience, to the audience that was technically these games were made for, I definitely, one, I feel bad for Japanese. Two, holy shit, man. I don't even know. Like, the thing about it is, she has a lot of fans too, and I can understand. Like, I get some of those are like, you know, those kind of fans, those quote unquote those kind of fans. I don't even want to say the name on my channel because I feel like I'm gonna get freaking hit with like something. I don't want to get hit with nothing on my channel, lose my video over this shit. But yeah, she has kind of those kind of fans. And I mean, shit, dude. Like, I mean, even beyond that, how could you deal with her in Japanese, man? Like, ignoring just what I said before, how can you deal with Platinum in Japanese? I don't know, man. Like, this kind of shit is like why I don't like little girl characters in like freaking anime or some shit, because when I hear them in Japanese, I hear them, and if they have a really shrill and annoying voice, I tap out immediately because I don't want to hear that shit, dude. I have better things to do than hear that shit. Oh, man. And at the end of the day, at the end of Central Fiction, she gets adopted by Lychee, which I'm like, well, now, I don't know if she gets adopted by Lychee or Lychee just takes her in, but considering that she gave her the Chinese dress, I forgot the name of it. I know the name, I just can't pronounce it. Yeah, she gets quote unquote adopted. I think she gets taken in by Lychee, and I'm like, why Lychee? You know, like, why Lychee? Did I? Platinum spent the entire game, like literally most of her interactions, ripping on Lychee. Like, did you just like oh, Lychee doesn't have Arcune now anymore? She's like to put her desire. She has to go to another disgusting thing. Lychee doesn't have Arcune no more, so she has to pick another disgusting thing to have in her life.